For the past year, I have not had a fun, truly engaging car to drive. Now, if you're a true car person, a true car fan, you'll know how hard that is. Well, today, I'm extremely excited to bring a new, really fun car to the channel. There'll be many videos, many drives, and a ton of road trips to come. Without further ado, I'm gonna turn the camera and we're gonna see it.
Mental fortress can't be compromised. Intellectual, artistic ritual. Many lines of learning towards the spiritual. Self-mastery, the point focal. Letting go of their status quo. Ego is critical in order for the consciousness to reach beyond the global.
Starting from the front here, if we take a peek closer and we look at the front bumper, there's an aggressive design that began with the F80 generation. The F80 being the four-door version of this car deemed the M3 sedan. The F82 was the hardtop M4, and this, the F83, is the convertible version of the M4. A lot of people are gonna say, why would you get the convertible version? Why wouldn't you get the F82 with the carbon fiber roof, the sleek, sloping roofline? Well, I somewhat agree, but I live in California, so you simply cannot beat a top-down driving experience all year round. For me personally, that was the deciding factor to get the convertible version of the BMW M4. It has a famous BMW inline 6 paired with 2 turbos and a dual clutch transmission. This is a dangerous combination and makes it for an extremely live and exciting driving experience. When the sun does come out, this is a beautiful light silver that has quite a heavy blue metallic flake to it, giving it a light, vibrant exterior color. This particular car has been fitted with the black competition style grills, which makes it look a little bit more modern than it is. This BMW M4 is fitted with the standard M4 wheels, which are 19-inch, and as you can see, has quite a large brake caliper. Now, this car is fairly quick and is also quite heavy. Down the side of the car, you have a couple of distinct features. One, an actual vent. A lot of these new cars have fake vents, but as you can see, if I just pop the camera in, you can see the light on the other side, meaning that this is a real vent, although I'm not sure how much this actually does with how small it is. Going up from there, you have the famous M mirrors, which actually aren't connected right there, and I think gives for a little bit of a sportier look compared to the typical BMW models. And then going down, you actually have an extended side skirt, which you can see here, again, just giving another character line on the side of the car, and I think it makes altogether the package look very good. I've moved the car slightly so we can take a look at the rear half, which I think is one of the best looking parts of this car. And I'll beg the question, is there a better daily for California than the convertible BMW M4? I just don't know. Let's start down at the back. Again, you get an aggressive M-style F83 bumper, which looks really good. You see across all of the BMW M3s and M4s of the F80 generation. And again, you actually get the dual tips on the exhaust with the little bit more aggressive lines of this bumper, which I think really make the rear end look quite good. One common gripe with the M4 is that back box. You can actually see it hanging down. And while I will say it is a little ugly, the two redeeming factors are one, the noise, and two, being the driver, you know, who really cares? I do have plans very soon to put on a little carbon fiber lip, which I think will accent the car really well and give it sort of an OEM plus look. But even just with that quad tip exhaust, the aggressive rear bumper, and that M4 badge, I think this car is pretty gorgeous. Two things that I really like about this car are, one, it's pretty modern. Although it's a 2015, it feels new, it feels nice, it feels refined, but it also retains that famous BMW driving feel. Opening up the door to this car, you're greeted with some really comfortable seats. Now, while you don't get the really cool aesthetically looking M seats that are in the F80 sedan and the F82 coupe, you do get a pair of really comfortable dailyable seats that are arguably better for my purpose, although I won't lie, I do wish I had the cooler looking seats in the other M cars. So this vent is something called an air scarf. When you press that little button right there, it actually blows out warm air so that when you're with the top down on a cooler night, you aren't cold. It actually wraps your body and sort of makes it a little bit warmer in the cabin of the car. This weird knob is what BMW decided to use for their dual clutch cars. I think this is sort of iconic because it actually looks a lot different than your typical shifter and harkens back to the older cars with the SMG transmission. It is pretty basic. You have your normal volume controls on the wheel. You do have a heads-up display, a nice iDrive screen that connects to your phone wirelessly. You can play music, go to maps, etc. But overall, compared to modern cars, it is a fairly basic driving experience, which again, I think is actually a nice component of this car.
Many lines of learning towards the spiritual, self-mastery, the point focal. Letting go of their status quo, ego is critical in order for the consciousness to reach beyond the global, comprehension beyond the vocal. Surrender.
Now that you see it with the top up, let's take a closer look and see how it looks. Now we have the hardtop up, and you know what? Although it doesn't have the sloping line of the F83 M4, I really don't think it looks bad. I actually think it looks quite good. And again, you don't have the carbon roof, you don't have that sloping roof line, but you do have the open air experience, which I would argue is more fun for the purpose of this car. It actually has soft close, so you can just drop it and it automatically closes the trunk. A cool feature for a car that, you know, is 2015 model year. The driving experience so far has been extremely good. It has such a mix of daily and sporty capabilities to allow a nice mixture of both. The twin turbo inline six paired with the dual clutch is such an engaging, fun driving experience. When you rev up the car, you build boost and you let off the gas, you hear a loud crack. That's just one of the things that BMW have engineered to really enhance the driving capability and feel of this car. Constantly when I'm going down the road, the top down, the sun's out, I'm just pinching myself. I feel so lucky to be able to drive this car every single day. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Much more M4 content coming. Lots of mod videos, aesthetic mod videos, and just a lot of journeys on the way with this M4. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
It's how we define our craft, but they laugh, they laugh, they laughed, they laugh. It's only once within the mountain that will reveal its luster. It's only with a lump of coal that we can make a diamond cluster. The oppressors can't even fathom the strength that the oppressed could muster. Mystic formula, 40th mantra.